Welcome to Canva AI. Canva is one of the most accessible tools for creating visual content. And with AI built directly in, going from idea to finished design is significantly faster. No design background required. In this guide, you'll learn how to unlock Canva AI's full potential, from personal projects to professional work. Because with AI, you're no longer limited to static designs. You can generate text, video, and even code, all from a single prompt. What is Canva AI? Canva AI is a prompt-driven creative tool built directly into Canva. Type an idea, upload a reference image, or speak a request, and it generates a finished, editable design. Canva AI works across text, images, code, presentations, and video, and it's all in one place. Here's what the interface looks like. The interface. The Canva AI interface has three main areas: a central prompt field at the top, output tabs for switching between design, image, doc, code, and video modes, and a sidebar on the left for creating, accessing, and re-editing previous generations. Here's what each tab does. Design generates full layouts. Image produces standalone visuals. Doc drafts ready-to-use text content. Code builds interactive elements. Video creates motion clips. The prompt field stays the same across all of them. The tab you select determines what comes out. Let's start with a simple image generation. Select the Image tab, choose a style and an aspect ratio, and generate a man climbing Mount Everest. Canva generates 4 variations of the output. Choose one and adjust as needed. You can also customize the style and aspect ratio. Let's use the same prompt to create a cinematic style, 9:16 aspect ratio image. And if you want to take it even further, switch to a 16:9 ratio for a full cinematic look. Notice that you don't need to mention the style or ratio in your prompt. They're already selected in the settings. There is one more way to make changes and adjustments across all tabs. Canva AI accepts 3 types of input: typed, text, uploaded images, and voice. On desktop or mobile, you can describe what you need, show a reference, or speak the request, whichever feels most natural in the moment. This matters because you can use each one depending on your task and situation. A typed description lets you prompt or refine a generation with precise wording. An uploaded image produces a visual reference to work from. A voice input produces a prompt through audio for use on the go. You can also refine your image by uploading a reference image. Just tap the plus icon, upload an image, and Canva AI will use it as a visual starting point, adjusting the style, mood, or composition of your existing design to match. You're on the go and need to quickly update a design. Which input type is the most useful option? Voice, speak the request directly into the mobile app. Text, describe the change in the prompt bar. Image, upload a visual reference. The Canva AI chatbot. Canva AI also has a chatbot built directly inside the editor. You can tag Ajor's Canva in the comments of any active design and ask it to make suggestions on your image. This is what its feedback looks like. Helpful. Let's ask Canva to apply one of its own suggestions directly to the image. Before saving, you can also make manual adjustments in the comment bar below, or in the Canva editor, changing a color, repositioning an element, or adding something the prompt didn't include. What makes the Canva AI chatbot valuable? It targets and refines a specific element inside an existing design, copy, visuals, or layout. It replaces the main prompt bar for generating new designs. It works directly inside the editor without switching screens. It acts as a creative assistant, suggesting improvements and offering its own ideas on what to add or change. Canva AI also has a built-in help assistant. Ask it anything directly inside the editor. Feature questions, navigation, settings, and it responds immediately. For instance, you can ask it where your saved projects are, and it will guide you there. Key takeaways. Canva AI generates finished designs from a single prompt. Text, image, or voice input all work. The tab you select determines the output: design, image, doc, code, or video. Style and aspect ratio shape the result. Set them up front to get an output that's ready to use. The chatbot refines without rebuilding. Tag 8 Canva inside the editor to give suggestions and adjust one element without touching the rest. The help assistant answers instantly. Ask it anything from navigating features to finding saved projects. What's next? You've navigated the interface, generated your first design, and used the chatbot to fine-tune it like a pro. And that's just the beginning. The Design tab takes it further, where a single prompt can produce ready-to-use layouts for social media, presentations, invitations, and more. The Design feature. You might already know Canva for presentations and social posts. This lesson is about what happens when you stop picking templates and start describing what you need instead: a wedding invitation, and a YouTube banner, and letting Canva AI build it. You'll also learn how to keep every design on brand and convert one format into another without starting over. What is the Design tab? The Design tab takes a plain text prompt and returns a fully editable layout, complete with structure, visuals, and copy already placed. Describe the format, purpose, and tone, and Canva AI handles the rest. What can you use the Design tab for? Generating a complete layout from a text description, automatically publishing the design to social media, producing multiple format variants from one approved design, writing and scheduling captions for each design, applying brand colors and fonts across every generation. Generate a design from a prompt. The Design tab covers a wide range of creative needs: social media, presentations, marketing, cards and invitations, logos, and more. Choose the right type and format for you, and it returns several complete editable layouts to choose from. Imagine you need to create a wedding invitation, but you don't want to look for a specific template in Canva. Choose the Design tab, pick cards and invitations, then select the invitation format, and see what comes back. Let's try it. Refine. With a reference image. Now you've realized the mood you set for the invitation isn't quite right. You want something more creative, but still want to keep that romantic feel. To get there, upload a reference image, and Canva AI will reflect your style much more closely. Let's use this wedding invitation as a reference. You've got your invitations sorted, but what if you notice a mistake in the name or address? You can easily fix it manually in the Canva editor. So that's what the Design tab can do. It gives you several ready-made outputs to choose from, and if anything's slightly off, like a name, an address, or a color, you can fix it directly in the Canva editor. The final touches are always yours to make. The Design tab works just as well for other personal content. Take a YouTube banner for a Tokyo travel vlog. Head to the Design tab, pick the social media type, and choose the YouTube banner format. Let's generate it. Canva AI returned a colorful result. But what if the colors or fonts don't quite match your personal style? That's where BrandKit can help. To generate a fully branded post, Canva AI will prompt you to set up a brand kit, a paid feature available on the Pro plan. This is where you customize your logo, colors, and fonts, keeping everything visually consistent across all your designs. The colors are locked in. Now make sure the typography matches too. Choose a font for your headings, subheadings, section headers, body text, and quotes, and customize the size and style of each. Excellent. From there, every asset will automatically reflect your brand. The next step is to create a single design that works across multiple formats. Remix the formats. Remix is built into how you prompt the Design tab. Describe what you want to convert, and Canva AI suggests new looks and structures automatically. Open an existing design, use Remix in the prompt, and Canva will adapt the layout, colors, and format while keeping the content intact. Key takeaways. Specify format, subject, and tone in your prompt. The Design tab uses all three to shape the layout it returns. A reference image personalizes the result. Upload one, and the output reflects your style. Brand Kit keeps everything consistent. Set it once, and every design follows it. Remix adapts the format type, banner to carousel, post to deck without rebuilding. What's next? You've seen what the Design tab can do, from a wedding invitation to a YouTube banner, each built from a single prompt and fine-tuned to fit. Up next, the Video tab. Turns out, Canva AI can make your designs move too. In the next lesson, you'll turn your designs into moving, voiced clips, ready to publish. See you there. Video and motion generation. Most people assume professional video content requires a full production pipeline. But with Canva AI's Video tab, the whole production process gets easier. In this lesson, you'll use it to animate designs, add voiceover, and export for any platform. The common mistake. When most people first try to generate video content, they type something like a video of a cat. The result comes back generic, no movement direction, no tone or structure. Why do you think a vague prompt like a video of a cat produces an unfocused result? It gives the Video tab no direction, no action, framing, or tone to work with. The Video tab needs a minimum of 3 sentences to generate properly. Product videos require a reference image to generate correctly. So, the problem with a video of a cat is that it's a category, not a clear set of directions. Just like the Design tab, the more specific the input, the more usable the output. Let's see that in action. Text to video. The Video tab is a paid feature in Canva Pro that generates short clips based on a text prompt. Describe the subject, action, setting, and tone, and Canva AI builds the clip around those details. Here's what you got: a simple short clip, generated straight from your prompt. Great. Now, if you want to change a detail, Canva AI's built-in settings let you go further. Style, ratio, audio, framing, and lighting can all be adjusted to make your prompt more structured and the output better. Try it with a specific setup. A cartoon version. Select cartoon style, medium shot framing, and soft lighting in the settings panel, and see what changes. Here's how it looks. With the same prompt, you generated 2 clips with the same prompt, one with settings, one without. What made the difference? The settings gave Canva AI specific visual direction, style, framing, and lighting locked in before generation. A more detailed prompt alone would have achieved the same result, without using settings at all. The video tab performs better on the second generation in a session. You've generated and customized your first clip, but there's still one thing we haven't tested. What happens when you make the prompt itself more specific? Let's find out. Specific versus vague. The settings panel shapes the visual style, and the prompt itself controls what happens in the clip. Subject and action are a start, but setting and tone are what make the difference between a clip that could be anything and one that feels intentional. You added the same subject, but with a setting and tone. The clip now has a specific mood and atmosphere. Image to video. A setting and tone in the prompt turned a generic clip into something with a specific mood and details. Now, take the process one step further and animate something that already exists as an image. Upload a photo or generate one in the Image tab first, and Canva AI turns it into a moving scene. The original image becomes the first frame, and the motion builds from there. Now, once you have an image, let's upload it to the Video tab and animate it into a moving scene. See how the still image turned into a moving scene? AI voiceover. Canva AI doesn't stop at visuals. It can also bring your clip to life with a voice too. Once your clip is ready, AI voiceover assigns a synthesized voice to a typed script and syncs it to the video timeline in the Canva editor. You can record a voiceover yourself or generate one with AI. Type the script directly into the voiceover panel under Enter Text. Select the voice that fits the content, and Canva AI places the delivery against the clip. Here's what you've got. An AI-made voiceover laid right over your clip. No recording needed.
Here's our friend Alex running at the beach.
You're not locked into one language either. Paste the translated version into the Enter Text field. Select your language, and Canva generates the voiceover in whichever language you choose. Let's try it in French, with a female voice. Here's how it sounds after switching to French.
Voici notre ami Alex qui court sur la plage.
Perfect. You got all of that from one clip, one script, and one voiceover, without ever leaving the editor. Here's the full workflow from start to finish. 1. Generate an image in the Image tab. 2. Bring it into the Video tab. 3. Animate it. 4. Add a voiceover. 5. Switch to another language. Key takeaways. A specific prompt beats a vague one. Action, setting, and tone are what turn a generic clip into something intentional. Image to video connects the tabs. Generate an image first, then upload it and animate it directly in the video tab. AI VoiceOver generates voice in multiple languages. Type a script, pick a language and voice, and Canva AI syncs it to your clip, no recording or rewriting required. You've generated clips from text, animated a still image, added a voiceover, and switched it to another language in the video tab. In the next lesson, you'll learn how Canva AI handles written content, from a quick caption to a full document. Write without switching tools. Canva AI turned the platform into more than a visual tool. Without switching apps, text is now part of the same workflow. A quick caption, a short announcement, or a full document is now generated in the same place. In this lesson, you'll generate copy, refine it with tone and length with the Doc tab, and turn it into a finished design. The common mistake. Most people write copy in one tool, edit it in another, then copy it into the design. Different formats end up stored in different places, and the back and forth adds up. Canva AI shortens that path. You can use the Doc tab to generate text and place it into a visual layout without switching tools or platforms. With the Doc tab, Canva AI can work either way. Give you the text as plain copy to use wherever you need it, or pair it with a ready-made design layout straight away. Generate copy from a prompt. The Doc tab generates blog posts, stories, articles, outlines, and scripts from a plain text prompt. Start by describing what you need. Then select the output type. Imagine you need to write a summary of a Harry Potter book series you read with your book club. Pick the summary type and add your prompt. See what happened? The result is readable, but the tone could be more casual, and the length can be shorter for easier understanding. Let's see how adding those details to the prompt changes the output. You generated two summaries. What caused the difference in the output? Adding tone and length gave Canva AI a specific direction. The output reflected those decisions. Canva AI adjusts tone based on the type of content selected. Great work. You've added two small things to the prompt, tone and length, and the output changed to match what you asked for. But what if you need to go further and brainstorm new ideas or expand a bullet point? That's where you meet Magic Write. Meet Magic Write. Magic Write is Canva's built-in AI writing assistant that lives right inside the Canva editor. Select any part of your text, trigger Magic Write, and ask it to do the heavy lifting, from rewriting to brainstorming. Let's try it with your summary, and ask it to generate discussion points for your book club night. If the discussion questions look good to you, simply insert them directly into your summary. Now, you've made changes inside the editing tool, without starting over. Rewrite, expand, and shorten. Magic. Write isn't the only way to refine your content. Back in the Doc tab, you can paste an existing copy and ask Canva AI to rewrite it for a different audience, expand a bullet point into a full paragraph, or shorten a long block to fit a character limit. This is especially useful when one piece of copy needs to work across multiple formats. Your book summary, for instance, could become a club announcement, a caption, or even a headline. Each version adapted from the same source. Let's turn your summary into an email to book club participants. Excellent! You started with a summary, added discussion points with Magic Write, and rewrote it into an email with the Doc tab. Now, to make it even more engaging for participants, let's turn that same content into a full presentation. Go to the Design tab, upload your summary, pick a presentation format, and adjust the settings, audience, style, and length. Canva AI will build the slides around the content you already wrote. See how fast Canva AI switches between formats. The same content that worked as a summary and an email now works as a presentation. That's what keeps the writing and the design connected throughout the workflow. The benefits of moving copy between tabs in Canva AI. No rewriting needed. Take the same text and move it to a different tab, and Canva AI restructures it to fit the new format. The Doc tab gives you the raw copy. Plain text you can refine, expand, or rewrite before using it anywhere else. The Design tab builds a layout around it. Your copy becomes a presentation, a poster, or a social post with structure, typography, and visuals applied. Key takeaways. The output type shapes the structure. Pick the right type before generating, and the structure follows from that choice. Tone and length are creative decisions. Specify them in the prompt, and the copy lands in the right register from the first generation. Magic Write goes further. Brainstorm, expand, or rewrite directly inside the Canva editor. One source, multiple formats. The same content can be rewritten into an email, expanded into discussion points, or turned into a presentation without starting over. Copy moves across tabs. A summary written in the Doc tab can easily become a full presentation in the Design tab. What's next? You've generated a summary, refined it with tone and length, turned it into an email, and built a presentation from it. In the next lesson, you'll build something interactive. The Code tab turns a plain text description into a functional quiz, countdown, or embed. No development skills required. The Code feature. Want to invite friends to your birthday party in a way nobody expects? Instead of sending a plain message, the Code tab turns a description into an interactive quiz, a countdown, or a custom embed. No coding knowledge needed. In this lesson, you'll explore the most interesting features of the Code tab, from creating quizzes to calculators, and learn how to share them across multiple channels. What is the Code tab? The Code tab turns a simple description into functional, interactive elements. Quizzes, polls, countdown timers, calculators, and embeds. Type what you want to build, or explore given templates, and Canva AI writes the code behind it. How is the Code tab different from the other tabs in Canva AI? It produces a live element that a person can click, answer, interact with, and share. It generates more detailed outputs than the design or doc tabs. It works with uploaded files rather than plain text prompts. Build your first interactive element. Now that you know what the code tab produces, let's build one. A birthday invitation quiz with fun questions and shareable as a link. Type the prompt into the code tab and see what comes back. Great work! This is just the first draft, where Canva generated the questions and answers on its own. Let's refine it to be more personal and build a quiz that will really make your friends think. Refine through conversation. Every part of a generated element, questions, labels, colors, logic, and layout, can be adjusted through follow-up prompts. You can simply describe the changes in a prompt, and Canva AI updates the code behind it. So, to make changes, just ask Canva AI to update the questions. For example, what's my favorite film? Chatwin Doib. Memento. What's my favorite artist? Anna Bon Iver. It rewrites both instantly, without you touching a line of code. Here's what the result looks like. You've created a quiz and made it personal just by describing what you wanted. That's the core idea behind the Code tab. It responds to plain language, whatever the project. Using templates. Now, aside from creating something yourself, Canva AI also suggests templates directly in the Code tab. Grocery list builder, biology quiz, and more. You can also scroll down to See what you can do with AI to explore the full range of possibilities. Let's try one, an interactive menu for a restaurant. When you click on a template, Canva AI shows a built-in detailed prompt that you can adjust before generating. Let's add a detail to it, a color palette, and see what it returns. See how it built a full interactive menu from a template and applied the detail you added to the prompt. Having it ready is only half the job, though. The next question is how people will actually see it. Share and publish. Canva offers a few ways to put it in front of people. Share it as a direct link, embed it on your website, or publish it so it appears in search engines like Google. Simply paste your site address or connect a custom domain in settings. Where can an output from the Code tab be shared? As a shareable link sent directly to recipients, embedded into a website or newsletter, published to appear in search engines like Google, posted directly to social media through Canva AI. You've built a personal quiz and picked up a ready template from Canva. Now, let's see what else the Code tab can do. This time, a pricing calculator to track the restaurant's daily revenue. Just prompt your request in the same restaurant chat, and Canva AI builds the calculator from there. Let's try it. Now, you can adjust the calculator as your menu or prices change. That's the range of the Code tab, from a personal birthday quiz, an interactive menu from a template, and a working business calculator in one tab. Key takeaways. Plain text builds working elements. Describe what you want, and the Code tab generates the functional, interactive element behind it. Follow-up prompts refine without rebuilding any part of the element. Questions, colors, updates through conversation. Templates give you a head start. Pick a pre-built option from the Code tab and adjust it with your own details before generating. One build covers every channel. The same export works as a link, a website embed, or a Google published page. Unit 1 complete! You've gone from a birthday quiz to a restaurant menu to a revenue calculator in the Code tab. And across this unit, you've created images, designs, videos, and documents from the same platform. In the next unit, you'll see how these tools come together in real professional workflows. Keep building.